Leota Bradshaw, the U.S. Navy petty officer to be tried for capital murder in the deaths of the 10-month-old daughter of veteran politician Philip Paulwell and the child's mother. One day after learning of the existence of the child, hopped on a plane destined for Jamaica with the sole purpose of killing Tashina Patterson and the young child fathered by the man she considers her spouse, prosecutors stated in court on Friday. According to prosecutors, who outlined the allegations during a mention hearing at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston, the fact that the 27-year-old businesswoman had blocked Bradshaw from her social media account did not stop her from traveling here and conspiring with her cousin and co-accused Roland Balford to contract men to kidnap and murder the two. She learnt of the existence of young Paulwell on Wednesday, the 5th of September, 2023. Having learnt of the existence of this child, she contacted Patterson on Facebook and informed her that she was the wife of Mr. Paulwell, and further that she learnt of the existence of the young offspring of Mr. Paulwell. Miss Bradshaw advised Miss Patterson that a DNA test should be done to determine the paternity of the child. After this brief exchange, the now deceased blocked the accused from her account that very day, a senior prosecutor told the court on Friday afternoon. The accused, who is domiciled overseas, traveled to Jamaica the very next day, September 6, 2023. The allegations are that she traveled to Jamaica for the sole purpose of killing Tashina Patterson and the young child she shared with her spouse. The Crown's allegations are that the accused, through her cousin and co-accused Roland Balfour, contracted men to kidnap and murder Patterson and Saraya, she said further. Bradshaw, who also has a child fathered by Paulwell and Balfour, a 30-year-old assistant graphic designer of a Kingston address, appeared in the Home Circuit Court Friday by way of a voluntary bill of indictment. According to prosecutors, Bradshaw met with men to include Roshane Miller and Richard Brown, both of whom have been slapped with several charges, to arrange for the kidnappings and murders. The original plan was to kidnap Patterson and the baby from their home. Bradshaw paid the men the equivalent of 100,000 Jamaican dollars in United States currency as down payment for the execution of the crime. The remainder of the funds, $400,000, was to be paid after the completion of the deal. In preparation to execute their contract, the men, the court was told, went to the Gilmore Drive address in St. Andrew where Patterson lived during the night of Wednesday, September 6, 2023, to scope out the area. They also went to the home where Bradshaw was staying in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. A further meeting was held on Thursday, September 7, 2023, to discuss the execution of the plan, the court heard. Prosecutors said that on Saturday, September 9, Bradshaw placed several calls and conversed with Patterson, with a view to lure her away from her premises. She afterwards arrived at Patterson's home at approximately 7 a.m. that fateful day. Evidentiary material shows Patterson exiting her premises and entering an SUV parked at her gate, along with her baby. Evidentiary material shows that she remained in this vehicle for over 15 minutes. The vehicle then drove off and left the area. Approximately 7:22 a.m. Patterson and Saraya never exited the vehicle prior to its leaving. The prosecutor told presiding Supreme Court Judge, Justice Simone Wolfrey. The Crown's case is that Bradshaw took Patterson to Stony Hill in the vicinity of the home where she, Bradshaw, was staying. At this location, the accused handed over Patterson and her young child to Richard Brown and other persons who are yet to be apprehended. After this, Patterson and her young child were taken to Wairika Hills where they were shot and killed and their bodies burned, the court was told. Friday, a waif like Bradshaw, clad in a quaint ivory and lilac, button-down, caftan-type garment and furry gray bed slippers, drifted into the courtroom with all the awareness of a child, long hair trailing over one shoulder, a pink and white mask over her lower face, and a white mask almost like a blindfold across her upper face, which she removed upon entering the room. Throughout the statement by the prosecution, she sat with her head bowed and eyes closed, changing her posture only when it ended to deliver piercing looks. Her co-accused and cousin Roland Bradford, clad in a white t-shirt and jeans, appeared unbothered, his round face seemingly lit by the semblance of a smile that never quite emerged. On standing to be addressed by Justice Wolf Rees, who outlined that they were both to be fingerprinted and remanded until a further hearing scheduled for December 1, Bradshaw, breathing deeply, looked towards her attorneys, blinking rapidly. "Bradshaw," the police said,